Hi, and welcome back to ISSA TV Live, coming to you directly from Orlando, Florida. I'm here with Jim from the American Institute for Cleaning Sciences, and I'm your host, Hannah Kennedy. So we're going to ask you a few questions today because you're an expert in your field. And our first question for you today is, people in our industry use the term production rates. What is a production rate?
Great question. The production rate is how long it takes to complete a specific task, cleaning task, under normal conditions. Now the key word there is normal conditions because everybody thinks their building's special.
Yes.
And so when we start with a production rate, we look at how long it takes to perform a task, like cleaning the carpet that's in this room. And then we see, are there any special variables within the building or in the job that make it unique? Is it a real dirty area? Is it an area that has a high amount of density, a lot of desks, things that take a long time to work around? And then we make adjustments. So in short, a production rate is how long it takes to do a task, and then we make adjustments to it based on the specific aspects of a building.
Oh, wow, that seems pretty easy to understand. So why are production rates important?
Production rates are important because they're the basis on which all the financial decisions in the cleaning industry are based.
Okay.
When you look at the time that it takes to clean a building, cleaning consists of tasks and frequencies.
Sure.
Well, how long it takes to perform a task is what a production rate is. So if you understand how long it takes to perform the task, you then have the basis to determine how long it should take to do a task or a group of tasks. Because cleaning a building is really, or an area, is comprised of a group of tasks. So if you know how long it takes you to vacuum, pull trash, dust, you can add those pieces all together and determine how long it should take to clean an area, a building, or an entire facility. But whatever it is, it all begins with knowing what the production rate is.
Wow. So how can I use production rates to improve my operations?
Another really good question. You can use production rate to improve your operation by beginning an analysis. And when we go to see a client, the first question or the first thing we do with them is we ask, do you know your production rates? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. More often than not, we find that people don't have a working knowledge of the production rate, of how long it takes to perform a task. Fortunately, there's a whole lot of information available in the industry. ISSA publishes time standards. In addition to time standards, firms like ours have databases that we've developed over 20 years of cleaning times in actual buildings. So you have published times, consultants' times, and then lastly, we conduct time studies within a building. So for you, what we'd say is, let's get a working knowledge of how long it takes by starting with published or consultant times, doing some actual time studies within a building to figure out how long it should take. And then once we know how long it should take to perform your tasks, we'll use those task times to benchmark your building. And benchmarking means taking the time it takes to perform the tasks and do the cleaning, compare it with other operations that are similar to yours, and determining, do you have the right number of hours? Are the hours being allocated properly? Are the work assignments fair?
Okay.
And do you have the resources necessary to be able to accomplish the level of cleaning that you'd like to be able to do?
Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you all for tuning in live to ISSA TV Live.